action from Florida. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the Philadelphia Phillies. Moments away on 2K Sports.
That's right, Gene, and it's next, folks. 2020.
Welcome, everybody. Grapefruit League Baseball Spring Training. Our coverage continues here on 2K Sports. Our starting pitcher for Philadelphia, Steve, he's facing that Toronto lineup today. What is he thinking about?
This lineup should not be much of a problem for this righty on the mound today. He has some of the best stuff in the game, one of the elite pitchers. He should be able to go through them easily and retire out.
We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup.
Not a great lineup in there today for this manager, so they're going to have to pitch well and play defense to have a chance to win in this one.
And Hansen's in the box. He'll be the leadoff man as we get ready to get things going.
Number 1.
Whoa, that misses badly. 1-0.
Yeah, Blue Jays are out the ups and after down.
0-1 pitch, circle change, swung out and missed. 1-1.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
Well, there's no doubt that the Toronto Blue Jays had an amazing year in 2020. They put out some huge.
Here's the pitch.
Now 2020,
Here's a swing and a slow roller up the middle. And that's the first out of this ball game in the books.
He finished in a nice position to be able to field the ball coming back to him. Gets his glove on it, moves his feet as he's taught to do, throws over and gets the out at first.
Their number 2 spot at the plate.
Well, here's young Burrito. This is a kid that has great potential. And when you're a great young guy, you just need to get your opportunities. This is his opportunity.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind that pitch. 0-1.
Well, just an unbelievably poor swing against that changeup right there. No wonder he missed it.
You know, the thing is, you got to get up there. You got to always have a game plan. And the one thing I learned when I played baseball back in my little days, you just have to come.
Can't catch up with that swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2.
Well, that changeup down in the way is so tough. It's really one of those ones, all you can do is spoil it and hope to get the next one.
And that's the thing. The biggest key, Steve, is you have to always go up there trying to hit.
Swing and a shot to third. On to first, 2 away. Now we'll take a quick look at how Philadelphia lines up in the diamond defensively. Any picks, John?
Well, we all know that the center field position is manned by great athletes, and one of the best one out there is Andrew McCutchen. This guy can go get him in any direction, and his arm, although some people think that it's not as strong as it should be, very accurate, and he throws a lot of people out.
In there, their first baseman.
Oh, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the son of Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Here's a guy that can hit the ball to any part of the ball, but 1 year he almost won the MVP.
Swung on and fouled away.
Thing about he's learned how to play first base.
Pitch on the way. Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. Williams will field. And the sides retired as they head into the dugout. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. First look, Philadelphia bats coming right up. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. And as he gets into this Philadelphia lineup, Steve, strategy-wise?
A good-looking lefty on the mound right here against a lineup that can put some runs up on the board. So pretty even matchup. So it's going to come down to which side executes better than the other. Oftentimes we say good pitching can beat good hitting.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And sometimes if you're starting pitching, it's so important. The Blue Jays had some injury problems in 2022.
Now the first pitch.
Pitching did come through.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he's on. First batter up. That could be a good sign offensively. Here's the lineup for the Phillies. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Andrew McCutchen's a guy that when he first came up, we knew about the blinding speed. We knew he had the ability to put the ball in play. We thought he might just be a singles hitter, but all of a sudden, this power's starting to evolve. That's why he's moved around in the lineup. Looks like now he's entrenched in that third spot. Great place for him because he can do so many things for you.
Shortstop up. Third-year ball player now.
Yeah, Ronald Torres had a pretty good year in 2022 and in 2021. He came up to big leagues in 2019. But Torres has really become a great prospect for the Phillies to the World Series in 2023. Led by Bryce Harper, another MVP season. JT Realmuto, the catcher, has really become one of the game's top catchers. This team's just getting better. Baron Nolan, lights out. Strike one!
And he takes that curveball for a strike 0-1.
The one thing I loved about spring training over the years, watching on television and talking about it now, and some of these great classic games from 2K Sports and EA Sports and the show. It's always been fun to watch these games for years, and spring training is always fun. When I played when I was a kid, it was always fun to get out there, run around, and get up.
Here's the delivery. He sends this one in the air towards center. One down. So here's how Toronto will stack up defensively.
Defense has been a problem for this club, and when you take a look at the number of errors they've committed, it's in the bottom 5 in the American League. They just have not been able to make the plays like other teams have to be able to get big outs. Toronto was 3 games under 500 away from the Rogers Center in 2011, but they actually outscored their opponents on the road. One of only a handful of non-playoff teams to pull that off.
Yeah, you think about Toronto in 2011 and in 2012. They did have their ups and they did have their downs. But in 2021 and in 2022, the Blue Jays have gotten better. They made the playoffs for the first time in a long time in 2020, and then in 2022, they got to the playoffs against Seattle. They lost a tough game, 3-game series, and that's what happens sometimes after everybody's hitting on all cylinders. Injuries to George Springer, and that's what happened. That was the story. That's the end of the story.
Gets away from him. So they can't make the play.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
At the belt, the 1-0. A line drive toward short. And it gets through. McCutchen knocking in the run. McCutchen keeps churning. On a wild throw. And Steve, this one turns into a nice 1-run RBI.
You leave a pitch up in the zone like that, hitters are going to hammer it. That's what happened. Run scored, another runner on base.
We've got Harper in the box. We'll tell you about the Jays road performance. Interesting, they allowed 75 fewer runs on the road than at home. Steve, their road pitching pretty good.
Oh, pretty good, but you would think they'd want it to turn into a better record. 39-42 on the road. I think a big part of that is at the Rogers Center, the ball just sails out there.
It's a bad, in Toronto, years watching Joe Carter, Carlos Delgado, Roberto Alomar. It truly is a batter's paradise playing at Rogers. When they go on the road, it's much harder for the Blue Jays. We've seen it in 2011, we've seen it in 2010. Their struggles in 2011, 2020. They're on the road, they struggle. When they're home, they're really good. But in 2022, they really played good at home and they played good on the road. The record was about 500 at home and on the road. So you look at the Blue Jays in 2023, they're looking to get better. They got some good young pitching coming. They got some veterans they signed in the offseason. Green, the former Yankee, is going to give this team much more experience than they need.
He deals. Fastball in there, 0-1. Curveball, a lot of down on that one, ended up in the earth. Swing and a liner to right center. It's in there. They're going to try and score McCutchen. This one rolls through to the wall. And McCutcheon comes in to score. Low throw, safe at second.
First base, number 17.
You gotta love about West. He just manufactured the runs. This is a guy that has great engagement zone. He's a guy that can steal bases, catch the ball, you know. The thing about Bryce Harper.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. I mean, they're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
In the box now, number 5 spot. Well, they definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
Well, going into this game, I didn't know exactly when we'd see runs put up on the board, but I guess we have our answer now.
Well, the one thing about Rhys Hoskins, he put up some huge numbers in the NLCS. He was the MVP in 2022 for the NLCS. A big reason why the Phillies went to the World Series. It really became a star.
He waved at that breaker and misses, and an 0-1 count. Yeah, sometimes you get that offense like we've seen here. It gets rolling early, and you start to think maybe this is going to be the way it is for the whole game.
Well, that's right. They get confident. They start to dig in a little bit. And for the pitcher, he's got to make some adjustments after giving up the run.
Missed badly with that curve there, 1-1.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Yeah, that's the thing. The curveball is one of the toughest pitches to hit, but it's all about momentum. And I think with the Phillies, they're going to have to show a lot more than this season.
The pitch.
That will be better.
Good moving cutter, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate, runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Yeah.
A 1-2 pitch.
It's all about.
Fastball got him 2 down.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
I was something like the fastball. And you see it there with Sean. One of the great releases. He was with the Dodgers. He was unstoppable.
Now we've got a moment to take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies last year and see how they ranked. Second batting average of runners in scoring position, 5th in stolen bases. And they were in the top 10 in team batting average. An offense that made a lot of contact and got a lot of base hits.
Yeah, the thing about the Phillies, they are a type of team where it's all about momentum. And if they're not hit, then they're just not great.
Harper's on at second. First pitch, and he misses the fastball, strike 1.
He just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Well, when you have the great fastball, and that's one thing Cole has. He has that great release. He has a good changeup. He has a good fastball. When he's locked in, most times, there's one thing you gotta realize when you're up there as a batter. You're always trying to figure out what pitch to hit. I remember when I struck out quite a bit. It's the same thing with the major leaguers these years. But now with the pitch clock in 2023, it's going to be a little bit different. More shift. Now they have.
Here's the pitch. That one's drilled to short, and he drops it. And they take off, trying to get extra bases. The run scores.
For the Philadelphia Phillies.
So, our State Farm leaderboard will look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. Number 1, the Cardinals. 2nd, Phillies. 3rd spot, the Brewers. 4th, the Mets. And 5th best, the Reds.
Well, the last thing you want to do is give up easy outs with runners in scoring position, and this team doesn't do that. One of the tops in baseball last year.
A swing line to left center, and it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases, and they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. They score the run. Throw in the dirt. He is in there, and he's in there at 3rd ahead of the play. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up. And Williams in the box. Well, this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting some numbers up.
Okay, these guys are really swinging the sticks. They came out ready to hit today, no question about that.
Yeah, if you're the pitcher, though, it's more like somebody's got a stick and he's poking you in the eye. The pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, if he doesn't get somebody out soon here, Gary, I'm going to poke myself in the eye. These guys are taking advantage of every mistake he makes.
Swing sends this one on a line to right center. That's in there. Should score the runner. And Williams for the extra base.
Now batting,
You love to see this kind of an effort. This is a single that becomes a double.
You take a look at this slide. He goes in very hard into second base, full speed, able to beat a play.
And that was speed. And their pitcher at the plate now. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Well, this offense handing a gift to the starting pitcher, scoring a bunch of runs early.
And he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike one. You know, they always say, and it's true, there's really nothing like that first inning support to set a pitcher up for the rest of the game.
Well, there's no doubt it allows the pitcher to change his whole approach. He can be aggressive in the strike zone. He doesn't care if he gives up a home run. He just doesn't want to walk anybody.
And that's another foul ball. And he struck him out. The side is finally retired. Wow, they deal some serious damage. First inning really starting out with a bang. The Phillies on top 5-0. Big bats ready to make an appearance. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's going to be Hernandez.
Strike one!
It's strike one. Can't make contact on the fastball.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
I'm not sure I like this cut fastball up in the zone right here. It's a pitch you want to